This is actually a very confusing topic, so please feel free to share this video with your friends, family, and social media so we can continue to help out as many people as we can during this time. Thank you once again. Subscribe right down below, and let's get right into it. So, number one, between the ages of 62 and 70, my Social Security benefit will continue to increase. Well, yes and no. It's actually a two-part answer. Let me get into this right away. So maybe you're 62, or maybe you're 61 and you're about to turn 62 and you're starting to look into Social Security, or basically you're any age. It doesn't matter your age at all. I was just giving those as examples. But here's the thing. The first part of the answer is yes. In fact, between the ages of 62 and 70, your Social Security benefit will continue to increase. But here's the catch. Provided you don't start drawing on your benefits. If you do not draw on your benefits and you delay starting to collect your Social Security benefit, yes, you're right, your benefit will continue to increase between the ages of 62 and 70. On average, it's about 8% each and every year. Not bad, right? But here's the thing. Here's the second part of the answer. If/when you start drawing on your Social Security benefit, your benefits then become locked. And then you do not get those annual increases anymore, with the exception of the cost of living adjustment. So that's why I meant it was a two-sided question, or a two-part answer for this question. So yeah, right? So that makes sense. Now here's the thing. This is actually a very big and confusing topic. I could literally make an entire video dedicated just to talking about this one topic right here. However, I kind of wanted to lay it out in just this one quick answer for you here, saying yes, essentially it will continue to increase between 62 and 70, provided you don't draw on your benefit. But as soon as you do start drawing on your benefit, you're locked in, right? So hope that makes sense, and we can come back to this in a future video and talk about it in more detail. So again, make sure you subscribe down below so you can catch that video coming up in the future. All right, number two. My official retirement age is 65 to start receiving Social Security. Well, again, no, not really, okay? This is one of the major misconceptions out there. I feel like everybody says 65 is the age for Social Security. Well, I mean, it could be for some people, but technically, no. Now, here's the thing. Let's talk through this a little bit further, because again, this is another one of those confusing topics where I could literally make an entire video dedicated to just this one. But let's run through it and just kind of briefly touch the surface here, and we can always come back and discuss it further. Now, here's the thing. Anybody born between the years of 1943 and 1954, your official retirement age is 66. So yeah, not 65, is it? Yeah, it's 66. For anybody born between 1943 and 1954, 66. Now, anybody born between 55 and through 1959, your retirement age continues to increase the further out your birth year is, right? And then anybody 1960 and beyond, your retirement age is 67. So as you can see there, 65 was not even in the picture. Hey, wait, what? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna be honest with you. When I was growing up, like up until a few years ago, when I started understanding Social Security a bit better, I always thought 65 was the magic number as well, because that's the number I always heard, right? But no, that's actually not even the case. However, maybe 65 is the year that you get to retire from your job. If that's the case, hey, congratulations. Seriously, you've put in some serious time, and it's time for you to just head out of there and go and enjoy your life. Seriously, I hope you can find a nice beach to sit on, or do whatever you enjoy, play golf. Seriously, go and grab coffee with your friends. Honestly, I don't really know. Seriously, just do whatever you enjoy doing with your time, but that's a pretty nice time. And seriously, a huge congratulations if you're at that point. Very awesome. I'm very happy for you. All right, let's get into the next misconception. All Social Security beneficiaries are guaranteed a cost of living adjustment in the following year, or each and every year. Well, again, no, unfortunately, this one is not true. Now, here's the thing. The cost of living adjustment as represented by the COLA, C-O-L-A, cost of living adjustment. This is something that typically comes out each and every year. Now, it ranges all over the board, and it's based on inflation on the previous year. So as we sit right here, we're sitting in almost September of 2021 as I record this video. A couple days from now, it'll be September. Now, here's the thing. They take the months of July, August, and September. They take the inflation data from those 3 months, they put it together, they throw it in a hopper, they spin it around, and it spits out a number. And that's what the COLA raise will be for the following year. Of course, they have their own calculations. They have their, proprietary calculations and all this other stuff. And they run it all together and they say, okay, based on these inflation numbers, the cost of living adjustment for next year will be, and then they give you a number. Now, here's the thing. Some years, they say that inflation is zero. Now, let's be honest. Has inflation ever been zero? Probably not. Maybe inflation is very low, but according to their, official numbers, they say inflation is, blank. And then they run the calculation, the COLA calculation. And based on that, they give us the COLA for the next year. Now, here's the thing. Going into the next year, right now, in 2020, it's 2021 right now, but going into 2022, we're looking at a really, really big cost of living adjustment simply because there's been some massive inflation right here in 2021. So here's the thing. We might be looking at like a 6+% COLA next year, which is actually very unheard of. This will be the highest COLA raise, if it happens to be that, since like the early 80s. So it's going to be, a long time since we've seen a raise like this. But typically anytime the cost of living adjustment is announced, it could be anywhere around the board of 1%. Actually, for this year, 2021, it was 1.3%. Previous years, there's a number of years where it has been zero. Yeah, zero for a cost of living adjustment because they look at it and say, there's no inflation, so you don't get a cost of living adjustment. And other years, you might get like 0.6%, 0.7, 0.9. You might get 1.5. You might get 2. But here's the thing. It's all over the board, and it's based on inflation from the previous year. So once that cost of living adjustment is calculated, the Social Security Administration comes out in usually about mid-October, mid to late-ish October time, and they make that official announcement after they have all the data, and they announce what the cost of living adjustment will be for the following year, and they give it in the form of a percentage, not an actual number, but rather a percentage. The reason they do that is because pretty much everybody that receives Social Security is getting a different number or, receiving a different benefit each and every month. Now, again, really quickly, the cost of living adjustment is also applied to retirement benefits, disability benefits, survivor's benefits, and SSI, which stands for Supplemental Security Income. Again, another very big topic we could talk about in multiple videos after this one. That's, there's a lot of things to talk about regarding SSI and all those other programs I just mentioned. So anyway, cost of living adjustment, it's not a guarantee, although there are most years, I would say most years, you at least get something, even though it's, small some years, it's a little bigger the other years, and some years it's not that often, but there are some years where it comes in at zero. Okay, yes, right? So then, number 4, last one we're going to talk about here in this video, and again, there's many more to this, but I just wanted to break it down in 4 of them because here's the thing, I can make a list of 20, but realistically, who wants to sit through a 30-minute video listening to me talk about 20 different misconceptions and misunderstandings? Nobody, right? All right, so let's get into number 4, and that is, if you go into retirement receiving a pension, you're not eligible to receive Social Security. False. That is not true. In fact, if you go into your retirement receiving a pension, first off, congratulations. You are one of the rare ones as there are not very many pensions out there anymore. A lot of pension funds are just kind of disappearing, right? So if you go into retirement with a pension, hey, I'm really happy for you. That's amazing. Seriously, there's not many people out there that get a pension anymore. But here's the thing. The answer to that is, well, yes, you can actually still get Social Security benefits in conjunction with your pension. So if you're getting a pension and Social Security, man, you're doing pretty well. Seriously, you probably have a pretty nice income in retirement. I mean, that's pretty awesome, seriously. But again, yes, you absolutely can get Social Security benefits alongside your monthly pension payments. So, yeah, absolutely. Now, one of the major concerns about this is government workers. Teachers, government people. I mean, there's a lot of government workers out there. But since it's a government pension, essentially, there's a lot of concern saying, well, since it's a government pension, we can't really get Social Security. No, that's not exactly true. You can get it. However, there may be some limitations that may reduce your benefits if you are getting a government pension. So what I would recommend with that is probably call the Social Security Administration, lay it all out to an agent, and just say, hey, here's my situation. Can you tell me what my benefit's going to look like? And I'd actually say for any of this, for anybody watching this video, if you have any questions on your exact situation, the best thing I can say, call Social Security. They're going to know your situation. I don't know everybody's situation. Literally, everybody's situation is so different. Everybody's benefit will be different. Everybody's financial situation is different. Everybody's age and birth year is very different. I mean, seriously, there's so many different factors. Everybody's situation is different. The best thing I can say, call Social Security, connect with an agent, have a conversation with them, lay it all out, and they can tell you accurately what your benefit will be, any potential penalties if you're one of those government retirees receiving a government pension and Social Security, things like that. They can lay it all out for you right there, right? So again, even if you told me a few things about you, honestly, I still wouldn't have all the pieces of the puzzle. I still won't be able to put it together for you. So this is just kind of laying out some of the misconceptions and misunderstandings about Social Security. Of course, there are far more than this, but I wanted to just lay out 4 of the very common ones that I continue to see out there, and hopefully this helps you out. So if you like the sound of this, make sure to subscribe right down below the video. Again, this is totally free to watch all my videos. It's totally free to be here. It's totally free to subscribe. It's totally free to share my videos and tell your friends, family, and social media to watch all of them as well, right? So thanks again. I really do appreciate it. And I hope that this video helps you out in some way. I mean, you probably understand and know most of these answers, but here's the thing. This is still a very confusing topic. There's a lot of questions going on with this right now, and I wanted to lay it all out for you, and hopefully this helps a little bit. So enjoy. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.